I just discovered a new feature with this light. It's called pyro mode. Let me show you. Welcome to another episode of Photos of What for Stock? In this series, we take random objects and figure out whether they actually make sense for stock photography. And today, we're doubling up. We're making it with two different tools. And yes, I'm using a white glove treatment because I forgot last time. The first one is a compact 40-watt LED Welm-making flashlight. The Welm-making 40-watt LED flashlight, small, portable, 7800 milliamp aluminum alloy with 20 patterned light filters for photography or video creation. Whew, I'm out of breath on that one. This is the kind of light you throw in your bag for when you do product shoots or YouTube or small studio setups or headshots or portraits and that kind of stuff. It's awesome. 40 watts doesn't sound crazy powerful, but in a control setup, it can be more than enough, especially when you're throwing different things in the background and different setups like that. There's a charger, USB charger. Ho, ho, ho. Look at this thing. It also has different gobos, different shapes and things that we can use for photography or video. That's awesome. And then we also have the Freewell filter. This is a hybrid VND CPL 3 to 7 stops. This is so cool. Put that in there. Wow. Look at this. That's gonna make some awesome photos just by the product shoot. Dang, they're really, I love this. Oh, so that's the twist for the CPL. You can lock it, so it's got a little lock. So you lock the CPL or you twist it. And then the VND is this other screw up there where it moves the whole thing. That is very clever, super cool. 3 to 7 stops, that's awesome. And then before I get too carried away with this, let me set that over here. A Diffusion glow mist filter. You ever notice that you can't do anything while you're wearing gloves? And I don't care what kind of gloves those are, it just feels like you got like boxing gloves, even when they're small like this. Well, I gotta give it to Freewell. Their packing is perfect, it's beautiful. I like packaging, I really do like this kind of stuff. A little QR code with a little instructions, I guess. Your warranty, that's cool. Look at that. Did you hear the sound? A glow mist filter. Huh, I want to try that. Right now, the room is full of fog because effects, but I do have to try that. That looks so cool. All right, let's see what else is in here. That is a little carabiner to clip that. Your warranty, that's your lens cap. Step up, step down ring, that's an 82 millimeter ring. And I believe that's the one that's magnetic. Yes, so 82 millimeter, 72, which is magnetized. Super cool, that's awesome. All right, let's get back to the video here. Now, the question isn't, are these good tools? The question is, can we turn them into stock photos that actually sell? And here's the thing, we know the lifestyle photos sell because I've been selling a bunch of the photos I made for the last episode of What to Shoot, for stock, whatever you call it. That macro lens thingy, I've been selling a ton of those. The ones looking through the thing or taking pictures, yes. They have been selling. But what I didn't do was shoot those products by themselves on a white background, on a black background, showcasing the product itself. And yes, you can do that. This one doesn't even have a logo, which is even better. You don't have to Photoshop them out. And if they do have logos, you could sell them as illustrative editorials, so you don't have to get crazy with Photoshop. All right, this is a lot, but we got a flashlight, a whole bunch of gobos, and a few filters. How are we gonna make some of these photos? I know this whole filter setup sounds really complicated, but it's not. So it's a variable ND filter and a circular polarizer all in one. And as a bonus, they threw in this glow diffusion filter. It's subtle. It just adds that glow and it highlights. It looks really interesting from a creative standpoint. Let's go and shoot some photos. So I discovered pyro mode all by accident. It was in the backpack, and see that hole right here? It was smoking. Luckily I caught it in time so nothing burnt, but that gives me a whole nother usage for this survival flashlight. All right, so I shot a mix of studio setups, product shots, and lifestyle stuff. So these things are brand new. They're gonna look the best they're gonna look, so shoot them as a product, as an object, on a background, on a black background, simple. Setting it up on the camera, those are awesome usage for products. Those are gonna sell a lot. Using the flashlight in the studio, photo and video of me taking a studio shot. Does that make sense? Outdoor experiments, adding filters to the lens in video, waterfall, detail shots, something more moody stuff. All of those are highly commercial photos. Taking the filters out of the pouch, those are very commercial things. Now let's break down this thing honestly here. The well-making 40-watt LED light for stock photography, this works many ways. Not because it's 40 watts or because it's fancy, but you see that? Just adding that extra light, the shadows on the background. I can have that there, or I can change the gobos, do something different. Look at that, just like that. We could put a window back there. Actually, how's that? Now we have lights in the background and it looks like we have a window that the sun shining through. It even's got some little gel so we could make it a warm light or a cool light, something to balance out. I like the opposite there. But anyway, that flashlight, it's a simple tool that can add a ton of interest to your photos. That's awesome. And look at all of the backgrounds that we can change. All that, there's a moon, there's a slit, like different colors, different sizes, different textures. Wow, I mean, this one looks really cool too. Let's see. Just take that. Nice. There are so many textures and colors and windows, and wow, that is so cool. Now, yes, that's gonna be a fantastic tool. All right, now let's go back to the Freewell Hybrid, the ND CPL, and also the Mist Quarter Glow filter thing, the Glow Mist filter quarter, 1/4. So this is also a very creative tool, but this one allows me to shoot lifestyle photos. I consider these two filters, 2-in-1 here, to be the only ones you need to purchase really, because ND and neutral density filter and the CPL, the circular polarizer, are the only ones you cannot replicate in Photoshop. Yes, I can add a glow mist filter in Photoshop and get something similar. It's gonna be better getting it on camera, but you can recreate it, where something like this, you cannot. You can't slow down your shutter speed when the light is too bright. You can't cut that light. You cannot cut the glare that you can with a circular polarizer. I mean, physically, you can't do that with Photoshop. So this one is a must, and the fact that it's magnetic, the magnetic ring mount and everything else for the camera, that's phenomenal. Now, as you can tell, I'm really excited about this because I love every single aspect of the 2-in-1. It's just awesome. For landscapes, for studio shots, getting video, me putting this on and adjusting the filter, those are gonna be highly sellable photos because photographers want filters. Blogs, people wanna talk about filters. They're such a big addition to your photography that you need to have the right tools. Now, this one, the Glow Mist filter, am I gonna use this for photos outside? Maybe. Am I gonna use it here for YouTube? Yeah, absolutely. It's gonna make those lights in the background just soften them enough that it's just gonna give it a little bit of a dreamier background and texture. So yeah, I'll be putting that on the camera here pretty soon after I'm done with the sample photos. I don't wanna scratch it. So I need to be very careful with this. And you can always get the step up or down for different size lenses, so you don't have to rebuy the whole setup. Now, from a stock perspective, the filter itself is less important than what you can create with it. You can get cinematic outdoor shots, you can control reflections or glare on the window of a vehicle, the moody golden hour images, that soft highlight portraits outdoor or studio. The glow mist a quarter is subtle, just enough to soften the digital sharpness. And here's the bigger lesson. Sometimes the product isn't the stock photos, sometimes the process is. Images of setting up the lights, adjusting the filters, creative experimentation, the narrative sells. Even if the tool is the niche, the story around it has a broader commercial value. That's something that a lot of photographers overlook. Two tools, two completely different creative angles, and one big question. Can you turn gear into income? Sometimes yes, and then that gear becomes a tax write-off. If you enjoyed today's episode, give it a like, it really helps the channel, and subscribe if you want more experiments like this. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.